Good afternoon. This is probably going to be very loud again. Sounds very loud in my helmet. Whoa. And there's crap all over the roads because nobody cleans up after themselves around here. So let's go up to another church and see if I can find somewhere to park and actually show off the bike a little bit this time. So obviously last time I got my angles completely wrong. Yeah, because I didn't actually bother checking where the camera was pointing before setting off. So this is Elmstone, and hidden away up there is Elmstone Church. So this is the bike. It's a bit filthy, but that's mainly because the roads are absolutely horrendous around here. And for those of you that don't know about these particular Hondas, they have a frunk rather than the fuel tank which goes in back there, and in that plastic bag is a pair of slightly smarter shoes. So this is Elmstone. Doesn't actually have a dedication apparently. I'm not going to go in with my camera because that seems a little bit disrespectful to wander around graveyards filming. Thank you. She gave me a filthy look. Thank you. I don't know why I say thank you, because unless my visor's up and they can actually see my mouth, there's no way they can actually tell. It's not going to be a long one today, mainly because my back hurts slightly, which was entirely my own fault. There's a little bridge I was coming back from what I was doing this morning that I just did about 2 miles an hour too quickly, which meant that I sort of smacked down onto the saddle a bit, and it was, yes, definitely jarred the base of my spine. This is West Marsh. Old barns, new barns, and that was new since the last time I came down here. Thank you. And I did it again, I think. So this is a tight right-hander. So this used to be sort of where we'd cycle all the time around here, because up on the right, filthy roads yet again, up on the right here there's what used to be a pub. I am not sure it's anything anymore. It was in there. They tried to make a go as a tea room for a while, but for obvious reasons, just being in the sod off middle of nowhere, it failed. So what do I think of this bike? I think it's, well, as my first bike, it seems to be brilliant, because while it can go like so, it's, to really push it, you have to short shift, because the rev limit's at about 6,500. So I'm not just gonna sort of disappear into the sunset like I might on something a bit bigger. Also, because I'm quite tall, I kind of needed something that was a bit taller. which this is. Sort of, I'm about 6'1", and yeah, I mean, I can comfortably put my feet flat on the ground on it, but the seat height feels like I'm not too cramped between my sort of feet on the pegs and my hips, or my arse on the seat. Whereas I had to go on sort of a couple of the 650s and stuff, and they felt tight. I mentioned sort of 125s in my last video, and I got horrendous cramp in my hip doing my CVT. Well, that was mainly because I was leaving my foot literally hovering above the back brake, which is okay, I suppose, but it's made it so uncomfortable. When I kicked my heels back a bit, it was better, but I'm very glad that I missed out the whole 125 L plate stuff. I mean, there's the question over road sense, and because you can only sort of do 70 on the 125s downhill with the wind behind you, whether or not getting your road sense on one of those first is a good idea, which it probably is. But then again, I sort of spent quite a lot of time on the roads in loads and various means over the years, whether it be push bikes or in cars or on a horse, that I feel like I've got a bit of road sense. I could be wrong. I could be riding very badly and you'll be looking at me going, what the fuck is this idiot doing? But yeah, I don't know, I think I'm also, I guess because I'm not a teenager anymore, and I don't have this sense of invincibility around me like I might once have had. I do take a bit of caution. I do think, what if for pretty much every corner I can't see round? So basically I don't want to kill myself. Oh, I forgot how tight this one was though. Now yet again the roads are plastered in mud.